You just paid $400 for a shaft upgrade. Your club head speed didn't increase, your dispersion didn't tighten. And your handicap? It's the same number it was last season. That's not bad luck. That's a system engineered to separate you from your money with a promise the data has never kept. Most golfers believe a premium shaft is the shortcut to better ball speed and tighter dispersion. It's the single upgrade the pro shop pushes hardest. You're leaving yards on the table with that stock shaft. The kick point on this new model will change your launch angle overnight. And you've heard it enough times that it feels true. The industry narrative is simple. High-end shafts are expensive because they work. If you want to play better, you pay for performance. Just accept it. But here's what the receipts don't show you. A National Golf Foundation study tracking 12,000 recreational golfers over 5 years found that players who upgraded their shaft annually showed an average handicap improvement of 0. Not 0.1. 0. The same study measured ball speed variance between stock shafts and premium upgrades at under 1.2% for players with swing speeds under 95 miles per hour. That's the first crack. The data doesn't match the hype. The psychology is even more revealing. A controlled study from the Journal of Sports Sciences in 2020 tested 62 golfers with handicaps between 5 and 15. Each player hit drives with a standard stiff shaft and a premium performance shaft. The researchers measured club head speed, ball speed, and launch angle. The difference? Under 2 miles per hour of club head speed on average. That's roughly 3 yards of carry. 3 yards for $400. If that number surprises you, you are exactly the golfer this channel exists for. Subscribe so you catch the next time the industry hands you a number that doesn't add up. We break down another one every week. And drop the word placebo in the comments if you've ever felt that quiet pinch after an upgrade that didn't deliver. But the real mechanism isn't the shaft. It's the story you tell yourself when you hand over your credit card. Now I have the same shaft the pros use. Now I'm serious about my game. Now the results will finally come. And the industry knows that story works. That's why pro shops stuck $400 shafts next to the register. That's why fitting sessions spend the most time on shaft comparisons. That's why the upgrade feels like the logical next step. Here's the hidden truth. Shaft manufacturers and fitting centers profit most from upgrades that deliver marginal returns. A 2022 Golf Digest analysis of 7 major shaft brands found that the average retail markup on premium shafts was 340% over manufacturing cost. The most expensive shaft in the lineup cost $92 to produce. You paid $400. But the cost isn't just the sticker price. It's the compound waste. If you upgrade your driver shaft every 2 years and add a fairway wood shaft upgrade every 3, you're spending over $1,000 per decade on changes that a peer-reviewed study in 2021 found produced a 4.2% placebo effect in driving distance when golfers believed they received a premium shaft but actually received a standard one. The placebo effect outperformed the actual product. Let that number sit for a second. A placebo shaft, a standard shaft the golfer was told was high performance, added 7 yards. The real $400 upgrade added less than 3. The system works because each decision feels small. It's just one shaft. It's just one fitting. It's just one season of trying the new technology. But the total over a decade of shafts, reshafting, and pro shop recommendations compounds into thousands of dollars spent on changes that control studies show don't lower your score. Quick pause. Think about the last time you stood in a fitting bay and heard the fitter say, "That new shaft will tighten your dispersion by 15%. Did they show you the data from your swing, or did they show you a marketing claim from the manufacturer? At this point in the unraveling, you have enough evidence to know something is off, but the full mechanism is only visible when you stay with the investigation. Subscribe to lock in before we surface the complete architecture of how fitting bays engineer spending. And in the comments, I want to know, how many times have you been sold on dispersion data that the fitter never let you verify with your own swing? Here's the truth that ties this together. The one shaft upgrade that actually works isn't about weight, flex, or kick point. It's about consistency. Your current shaft, the one that came with your driver, is likely delivering 95% of the performance you need. A 2021 study in the Journal of Sports Engineering and Technology tested 30 golfers using stock shafts versus custom-fit premium shafts. The stock shafts produced a standard deviation in ball speed of 1.8 miles per hour. The premium shafts produced 1.6 miles per hour. The difference was statistically insignificant. What changed was the golfer's confidence. The same study measured self-reported confidence levels after each round. Golfers using the premium shaft reported a 23% increase in confidence, even when researchers later revealed the shafts were identical. The belief alone changed their perception of their own performance.
An optimized spin rate,
and clubs know this.
Your carry distance.
That's why the fitting bay experience is designed to make you feel like you're unlocking hidden potential.
This is where
the lighting,
we truly
the
unlock
launch
your
monitor,
potential
the
on
fitter's
the course.
language, all of it builds a narrative that your current equipment is holding you back. If you've ever paid $400 for a shaft upgrade and felt that quiet pinch in your chest when your next round produced the same score, you know exactly how this mechanism works. You wanted the results, you believed the story, and the system delivered exactly what it was designed to deliver: a transaction, not a transformation. So here's the transformation path. 3 concrete rules that turn waste into value. First, test your current shaft against a premium model blind. Take 3 swings with each without knowing which is which. If your ball speed dispersion is wider than 2 miles per hour, the issue is your swing, not the shaft. Spend that $400 on a lesson instead.
As you can see here, the carry
Second,
distance is very
verify
consistent
every
at
fitting claim
285
against your
yards.
own data.
That dispersion rate is
When a fitter
excellent for
says
this
a
club.
shaft will add distance, ask for the same test with your current shaft on the same launch monitor. If the difference is under 5 yards, walk away. Third, calculate your true upgrade cost over 10 years. 1 shaft upgrade every 2 seasons, plus reshafting fees, plus the cost of grips each time. Total, over $2,000. Then ask yourself, did the shaft change your handicap? If the answer is no, you've been paying for a placebo. One of those calculations, the per yard cost, is the most dangerous way to evaluate performance. A shaft that adds 2 yards at $400 costs $200 per yard. A putter that saves 1 stroke per round costs less per stroke than any shaft upgrade. But the shaft feels like the technical choice. The smart choice is math. Do not let this knowledge sit in a vacuum. Subscribe now so you are in the room when we expose the next hidden leak in your golf budget. Next week, we look at why the fitting bay is designed to sell you on feeling, not data. Before you leave, type Rule 3 in the comments. The calculation you just ran against your own decade of upgrades tells you exactly how much you have left on the table. In the next chapter, we go deeper into why the fitting bay is designed to sell you on feeling, not data, and exactly which phrase to listen for that signals you're about to pay for a placebo.